Good afternoon, traders. Welcome to NinjaTrader Live. I'm Tracy Shuchart, senior economist, and here's what happened while we were away. I wanted to note, because we didn't really go over it this morning, but we had the import price index rising 1.9% from the prior month, the biggest increase since March 2022 as petroleum costs surge, and export price rose 3.3% from the prior month, also the most in 4 years. Moving on to the bond. Bonds have shown resilience today after having cleared the week's coupon supply and first-tier inflation and consumption data, paving the way for a move higher near term. Yields are mostly lower across the curve, with longer-dated bonds down for the first in day 4. This occurs as the 10s and 30s closed at the highest since July and last May, respectively, yesterday. It's possible that the rejection of Wednesday's highs is a mere consolidation before another back up to yields higher, but bearish momentum is rolling over a bit after rising this week, indicating, at least for now, a technical pause. Moving on, and a lot of people think, I wanted to add into that, I was going to go into that a little bit more, but I decided not to. But anyway, I think bond traders are kind of focused on now, have moved past the inflation data and moved on and focused on hopes that the Trump-Xi cooperation may help in reopening the Strait of Hormuz, thus lowering inflationary impulse because of higher oil. I'm not sure that necessarily looks like that's going to happen in the near future, but there is hope. And then we had the highly anticipated Cerebra IPO today. Shares surged 82% above their listing price. The shares opened at $350 versus the IPO price of $185, and were immediately halted and now surging again after that halt has been lifted due to a limit up trading pause. So I don't know if you know who they're an artificial intelligence chip maker. So it looks like the AI craze continues with this latest IPO. That's ticker CBRS if anybody is interested. Donald Trump said that China has agreed to buy 200 planes from Boeing in a multi-billion-dollar deal that would mark the nation's first purchase of U.S.-made commercial jets in nearly a decade. Boeing shares did immediately fall 4.8% after that announcement, which was the biggest drop in 7 months. Take that for what you will. Moving on to the oil market quickly, the number of super tankers hauling unsanctioned oil through the Strait of Hormuz has shown signs of rising in recent days, offering a limited relief, or what the media is calling immediate relief. I call it a relief for ants in the oil market. But there, apparently 4 ships, each hauling 2 million barrels of mostly Iraqi crude, have exited since May 10th. That's a rate of 2 million barrels per day. This compares to the 40 to 60 million barrels per day before the war started. So again, it's relief for ants. Then we have China. Soybeans have dropped. They slid after no new U.S. crop purchases were announced during the summit between U.S. President Trump and President Xi. Trump did highlight the need for China to boost purchases of U.S. farm products, and traders were hoping for fresh deals beyond commitments for annual purchases, and soybeans were kind of bid up in front of these talks, but they fell as much as 3.9% in Chicago, the biggest intraday drop since March 16th, after there was pretty much silence from China on any additional purchases that would be made in that department. Freddie Mac data came out today. Mortgage rates, little change at 6.36% versus 6.37% prior. And with that, I will pass it to Craig with guest Blake Morrow for Under the Hood.
Good afternoon, traders. Welcome to the Under the Hood segment where me and Blake will get under the hood and really talk about market internals, what's going on today, look at the sector composition, what's happening cross asset-wise, across rates, the dollar, commodities, and really get a sense for whether or not this all-time high move in equities and indices are plowing to all-time highs again. Tracy also mentioned this CHIPS Cerebus IPO, which is interesting. We'll talk about too. But Blake, how are you doing this afternoon?
I'm doing great, Craig. Thanks for having me here. Thanks to the NinjaTrader Live crew for being so hospitable all the time. It's nice to be back with you and talk about these type of macro topics, because I believe understanding what the drivers are below the surface, or in this case under the hood, are really important to any type of day trader. I use it as an analogy of like if you see a stream moving kind of fast, you want to swim with the current of the stream. You don't want to try to swim upstream, because only salmon do that, and you're not a salmon, you're just a fish. So
just a quick look at the tape here. S&Ps are up 48 handle to 75.17. The NASDAQ up 189 to 29,668. Russell up 56 basis points. The dollar is a bit stronger against the yen, up 20 bips, and 25 bips against the euro. So we'll talk about that too. Bonds are flattish, and maybe a little bit stronger, not too much going on there. Gold's flat, 46.85. Crude is flipped back to positive now, up 42 basis points to 97.22. We're a little bit off the highs set earlier this morning. There were some headlines coming off from Israeli broadcasting that said that they're preparing for the U.S. maybe to re-engage on military strikes. Obviously, we're going to hear more from that over the course of the next few days and through the weekend, now that the Trump-Xi meeting will be over as of tomorrow. And so potentially some renewed thoughts about whether or not we're going to re-engage in the military. So we'll see about that. But as far as under the hood today, I want to just bring up this table that I've brought up before here. And it's the sector composition that goes through the various ETFs, right? And I haven't looked at it today on a month-to-date basis, and you can really see, the story has been semis, right? SMH up 13% this month, up 60% on the year, up 157% over the course of the last 52 weeks. XLK is basically just big tech, up 12%. The Qs are up 7.6% this month. Software, which had been weak, staging a nice rally to start May, up 7.5% as well. And then you look at really what's been lagging, and it's been the areas of the economy that are exposed to higher rates and higher energy, right? It's the lower part of the K-shaped economy, housing, retail, home builders, and then regional banks. And then throw in there some of the energy ETFs, given the weakness that we've had month to date in energy markets. And that's kind of the story. That's the lay of the land. We've seen this big dispersion of anything related to AI CapEx continue to do incredibly well, and anything that's away from AI CapEx has really been struggling. And so, Blake, I wanted to just get your thoughts on this semi move. It's been historic. Cisco, not necessarily a semi, but had massive earnings last night, kind of shades of 1999, 2000 with some of the price action there. But big tech and semis have been plowing us forward. How far can this go? What are the charts telling you?
Oh gosh, I'm glad we get to talk about this today. Today, I think, is such a historic day, and I want to show you what's happening in the semiconductor index, because, as you pointed out, Craig, this is what's really driving the markets, and this is what has been plowing through there. So you can see in my chart, this is the SOX, and I'm going to just draw something for you. This is where it gets a little scary. Well, there's a few things that scare the hell out of me right now. Whoops, excuse that alarm that's going off. You can see that if you look at an equal leg move, and an equal leg move from a technical analysis perspective is usually about a completion of a move. When you have flag patterns are very common, or pennants are very common resumption indicators. And in this case, it would be, we always calculate it as an A, B, C, D. So this would be A, you got B, C equals D. And those, once they complete, you don't want to be chasing the market any further than that. That's not to say that the market won't go up, but now if you're looking at some of these names, you have to be very concerned with what we're seeing here. And that brings me to Cisco. I need to talk about Cisco, because you just mentioned it, Craig. And I think this one is, you just said shades of 1999. Did I say that correctly?
Yes.
Okay, well, this is how shady it is from 1999. Now, for those of you that didn't trade in 1999 and didn't trade through the dot-com bubble, I did. That's what got kickstart my career, and being on the short side of the market when it turned, that just accelerated my career. But trading through all this, I remember very vividly. Even though I was in my mid-20s and I was single, and I still remember it all. I kind of feel like I was like a Jack Gleason at the time, right? So, so this is the A, B of the 90s, right? And now take a look here, C, D. That's Cisco today, and that is shades of the 1990s. Now, again, I'm not saying you should run out and just start shorting Cisco. I'm not saying you should run out and be shorting equities or the semiconductor index. But when you see things symmetry like this in the markets, that automatically is a warning sign to me. And that's why it's great that you guys invited me to be here today, Craig, because this is a perfect day to be talking about these particular subjects.
Yeah, I guess what I'm trying to figure out really is we've had these blow off type moves. They've been exhaustive, and the question that I'm wrestling with is we've had this massive dispersion, right, where semis and related doing incredibly well, many sectors doing incredibly poorly. 1 month implied correlations have been going through the floor. Dispersion trades have been going through the roof, and so can we cycle out of semis into the weaker sectors such that the weaker sectors move higher? Or is it the case that the weaker sectors actually bring down the strength in semis because they are more associated with the reality of a higher interest rate environment with 30-year yields, through 5%, oil up, near 100, gasoline making, basically, multi-year highs for this time of year. We had PPI inflation earlier the week with a 6 handle. CPI, Treasury Secretary Besson was out this morning saying we should expect at least 1 to 2 more months of hot inflation prints, which basically is providing cover now for Kevin Warsh to not cut rates at least in the next meeting, maybe the next 2 meetings. So in that environment, can the weak sectors be brought back up, or are the weak sectors going to bring down the semiconductors? That's the battle I continue to try to get my arms around.
Yeah, and that's a great question, because if you think about, like you were pointing out when we first started, like the financials, you whether you're looking at the XLF, maybe the KRE, the regional banking sectors. The one issue that they all and a lot of the financial sector has right now is private equity, and so typically speaking, money moves from one place to another, right? So that's when you're thinking about under the hood, you're like, okay, rotation, sector rotation. So there is something that I'm very familiar with that usually gets my attention when we stop seeing rotation and we start seeing straight out everybody's selling, or can be everybody's buying. And that's when I start turning to the dollar. And you referenced it today, Craig. You're like, hey, the dollar looks kind of perky. It does. And if the dollar continues to get perky, that's when you start looking at, will the money rotate, from one sector to another, because everybody's like, okay, well, semiconductors have done their thing. I'm going to go to consumer staples. Well, okay, consumer staples have run a little bit. I'm going to go to the financials. Well, that stops working when everybody plows back into the dollar, because if you think about it from an asset manager point of view, it's like, look, I've made X. It's almost summer. I'm about ready to get out of here with me and my family. We're going to head up to the Hamptons for a couple months. I'm going to go ahead and pull everything off and just put me into cash. And when you start getting that attitude and you get it brought widespread and you start seeing the dollar rip, that's usually problematic for equities. And like you said, it's starting to percolate a little bit.
Yeah, typically what I find is that after you have these big moves of dispersion, you wind up getting a correlated move on the backside of it. And then the question is it going to be a correlated move to the upside, or is it going to be a correlated move to the downside? And what I think drives that is liquidity. And so whether or not liquidity is coming into the market or coming out of the market. Now, clearly this week, we've seen the impacts of the positive gamma regime, expiry this week, all the supportive flows. And we're talking about that all week. We start to lose those tomorrow. And so the opportunity next week for the market to have a more correlated move is there. And then on the liquidity side, is the Fed easing or hiking or doing nothing? Well, they're doing nothing for sure, and the shift in the composition of the Fed is moving in a more hawkish direction. To me, that's liquidity withdrawing. That's negative for the idea that we can have a highly correlated move to the upside. Then the question is, is the deficit expanding or contracting here? I mean, clearly we've had deficit expansion to start the year. The One Big Beautiful Bill has really helped on that. Tax refunds have really helped. But the second half of this year, less of an impact coming from that. And so in my view, we don't really have the liquidity coming in from Treasury. We don't really have the liquidity coming in from the Fed. And then globally, amidst higher yields, higher energy, other central banks looking at tightening, I don't see the liquidity coming in. So I'm becoming more concerned that the weaker parts of the economy may ultimately start to bring down, some of the stronger parts here. And it's just this dispersion trade kind of unravels on itself as positioning gets too stretched. And what I typically find is that expiries act as a time of the month where trends change. And so things that have really worked into expiry, obviously there's been a tremendous amount of call buying in the tech space, in the semi space. A lot of that positioning comes off the board, as of tomorrow at the close for single stocks. You walk in on Monday, that supportive flow is not there as much. We could have the opportunity to see a reversal here. So, we'll see how that kind of plays out.
I'm gonna show you something, Craig, that I think it is something that we should be paying attention to as stocks are at all-time highs. So if you think about like the broad base of the market, and again, this is looking under the hood. I know a lot of you guys are day traders, but having the market getting your back, or your we call it a tailwind behind your trades, is so vitally important when you trade, because it makes your life a lot easier. So I'm not saying you should be short stocks, not at all. But what you should be looking at is you should be looking at places to be long. You never want to be chasing this market, especially in an environment when we're just trading at all-time highs, because you're the last there's no worse feeling in the market, in my opinion, than being the last one holding the hot potato, right? Or, the last one going, you were just the last one to buy. You literally top tick the market and it starts to reverse. So you want to start buying pullbacks. You want to find those levels to buy. And then when you find those levels to buy, understand your risk, keep it much tighter than normal, especially when you see things under the hood shift. But this is one, Craig, that I really wanted to talk about today. Take a look at the percentage of stocks that are below the 200 DMA right now. And it's not that it's, back in, let's go to COVID levels, COVID lockdown levels. It's not there, obviously, right? We're not like, oh my God, we're down here. We're, when we see major market bottoms. No, the problem is when we're higher and we have this, seclusion of stocks that are really performing well, but the rest of the market, as you pointed out, really isn't. When this starts dipping lower, which we are dipping, let me go ahead and remove those. So as you can see, we're moving lower in this percentage. That shouldn't be happening as we're sitting at all-time highs. So that's telling you right now, the market is going up on very, very limited resources. And should it turn, that's why you have to start saying, okay, I'm buying dips here, whatever stock you're trading, whatever indice you're trading. You're like, I'm gonna buy the SPOOs when it gets down to 7,400, which I'll actually bring up the chart because I'll show you like my break points. Like when you start looking around and you go, okay, well, let's say you're trading S&P futures. I'm just going to use an ETF just because on this desktop, not on my other computer over here, I don't have my futures feed. I have it on my other computer. But this right here is a perfect example of the SPOOs where you go, look, I'm not risking below this line, but that's also the line that I want to be long at. Find those levels, be disciplined to get in as close to those levels as possible. Because what we do as traders is we can control our risk. We can't control what the market does. We can't control the irrational exuberance that you're seeing in Cisco or in, Cerebus or, the Cerebras, the new IPO that's trading 200 times revenues right now. Revenues, by the way. We can't control that. What we can control is where we get in and what our risk is. And that's so vital when you trade the markets.
Yeah, the breadth deterioration is something I've been monitoring as well. And we came into the year and folks were talking about the breadth expansion and the small cap outperformance and shifting out of the AI story to a broader rally as the economy held in there. But really what we've seen over the course of the last, several weeks, particularly off the lows, is breadth narrowing, right? And more capital flying into the semiconductor space. Even today, with markets making a new high, you have 25 names in the S&P that are making highs. 9 names are making new lows, right? And so you see that dispersion continue. Yesterday, I think with the market making highs, 65% of the S&P was down on the day. And so these are types of negative divergences that, you often find at areas of exhaustion. And so given tomorrow's expiry, given all that supported flow starts to come off the board, next week, sets up for the the potential for the window of weakness to be open. And so then the market has to deal with the reality that it kind of didn't want to have to deal with over the course of the last, few days and weeks, which is yields moving higher globally, oil moving higher, inflation moving higher, and, a continued strain on the lower part of the K-shaped economy. Now, this China-U.S. bromance that we had here, I think that's a positive. We're not seeing a re-engagement of tariff issues, and clearly the president is trying to play buddy-buddy with China, and I think that makes sense from a longer-term perspective. But then we have to shift down back to the Iran situation, whether or not we're going to engage in further military strikes, and is the Strait of Hormuz ever going to be open? Tracy talks about this every morning. I think we're on day 74, 75. But every day that goes by that the Strait is closed creates those supply chain issues for longer and longer. And it's not necessarily that it's going to impact the U.S. first, but globally, there are already places that are picking up, incrementally negative news, right? You're seeing it in India, in Indonesia, in a bunch of other emerging markets, energy importers. Their currencies are getting killed. I wanted to shift real quick to the currencies here. What are you seeing in dollar yen? I know this morning there might have been a rate check or some intervention.
Yeah.
What's going on there? And this dollar move, if it propels higher and we start to see, a move back to 160, is that going to be something that is good for equities or not?
Well, I'm glad you brought up currencies. Let's talk about that little rate check that we got from the Ministry of Finance, I think. Here's the problem, and I'm going to talk a little bit about the yen and its role in all this. And you talked about something that was really important about the Strait of Hormuz. And there was the Japanese Prime Minister really made an outreach to Iran saying, hey, let our ships through. We're just a little Japan over here. We don't, we're not involved in all this. And anyway, it seems like they're getting a couple of ships, oil tankers, Japanese oil tankers going through, which is good for Japan, because if that doesn't happen, Japan's going to face a whole wrath of just a disaster, from an inflation standpoint in the weeks in the months and, quite possibly more than that ahead. The problem is the Bank of Japan, or the Ministry of Finance, they've done a little bit of intervention. You can see their intervention efforts. I'll point them out to you if you guys can't figure it out. This is the first intervention. That was the holy crap, here they come. Then they did it again. Then they did again, and then they did it again. And then these we think are rate checks. So that's when they basically pick up the phone and they start calling around desks. Like I have a couple guys on my team are desk traders from, banks. One of them actually traded in Japan on a yen desk. And they get phone calls from the Ministry of Finance, and they're like, holy crap, they're checking around. All of a sudden, anybody who's short yen automatically gets out of it. Well, right now, we have problem is most people expect help from the Bank of Japan or Ministry of Finance, so they just keep buying yen. And earlier this morning, I said the problem is if they're not getting much help, there's a risk that the yen gets sold off, and you start to see the dollar rally, which we're seeing evidence of the dollar rallying across the board, which is the other issue we were talking about. Now, the problem with all of that is you can't play it. You can't, unless if you're in the United States, we could play like a futures market maybe, which you do, or a lot of people do, or play spot. The problem is, I think it's better off if you play options. If you play options on yen, it's a little bit easier because you're not exposing yourself so much, because you could actually get into a trade here and you walk to the bathroom and you come back and you realize that your stop just got plowed through. So what I would do in a situation like this is you look for levels to actually get on the other side of that. And when there is an intervention, which you'll see down here, it's polar opposite of what many traders think. Many traders are just trying to capture this, but no, as a day trader, you want to see an intervention come through then play the other side of it. You want to start selling yen and be in those types of situations, because once they intervene, they're not going to do it for a while. So as long as you know they intervened, it looks like they intervened, smells like intervention, tastes like intervention. Once it does, then you play the other side of it. So that's the whole yen trade, which is going to be really interesting. Once oil tankers start moving, the yen might actually get some natural strength because people will start looking at the Bank of Japan as opportunistic as they'll start raising rates. But looking at the rest of the FX market, you pointed it out really well, Craig, is we're starting to show some signs of life. You can see the euro's testing and slightly below its 200 DMA. I can just, since that's a majority of the dollar index, I just referenced that, but you can look at the dollar index, it's above its 200 DMA. And so what happens when the market shifts gears, Craig, when everybody's like, damn, I don't think Warsh is going to be able to cut rates like Trump wants him to. And matter of fact, he might actually be more apt to raise rates. What happens with the dollar when those expectations shift? And then you get people a little worried about risk, and then they start buying it. You could see a cascading event higher in the dollar.
Yeah. No, it makes sense. I mean, for me, and last thing, it's the market has been able to look through the move higher in yields and the move higher in energy inflation. If you add a strong dollar back to that tape, I feel like it's going to be very difficult for the markets really to look through that. And so, and then into next week, we have VIX expiry actually on Tuesday morning. We have the Fed minutes on Wednesday at 2:00, and then we have NVIDIA after close on Wednesday night. And so plenty to look forward to next week with the window of potential weakness back open again. Blake, I really appreciate you joining me this afternoon for Under the Hood. Now it is time to kick it over to Jim for an Edge Report.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to NinjaTrader Live afternoon edition. Awesome job, Craig and Blake. Appreciate you too. Let's take a look at soybeans. And we took a look at wheat futures earlier this morning. Similar, right? A commodity, very tradable on the NinjaTrader platform, and a lot of volume, a lot of opportunity, and a lot of risk. This is a daily candle chart. I do want to remind everybody this market's a little bit unique. We have a situation where we open at 8 p.m. The Globex open is at 8 p.m. East Coast time, and it goes all night long to 8:45. And then there's a kind of an odd break, 45-minute break, reopens at 9:30, but then there's an early close at 2:20 in the afternoon. So again, those are East Coast times. So the hours are a little odd, but it's electronically traded. The ticker symbol for soybeans is ZS. And I just wanted to take a peek at this chart right now. So you can see we have a pretty big sell-off today. And part of this has to do probably with some correlation with wheat and the WASDE report and maybe what wasn't mentioned in China. And then there is also a weekly sales report that came out this morning, which kind of added fuel to the fire on the downside. So we have a big red candle here, but we do have a little bit of a wick at the bottom, right? Buyers are kind of pushed this back up a little bit. And what does that tell me? Well, I go back in time, because this is a benchmark candle. This is a big candle. This isn't a little candle. So I go back in time, and I found another kind of benchmark candle here. And this one is the dreaded Marabuzu, where there's no shadow on the top, no shadow on the bottom. And I can't remember why this actually had this big sell-off, but we did. But I circled it because look what happened the next day. You would expect some continuation selling when you saw a candle like this, and we did have a continuation selling. But then buyers pushed us back up almost to where we started again, and then some a little bit, and then we had a little bit of a recovery. So in thinking about tomorrow, I know we're not closed yet, we're almost closed. In thinking about tomorrow, I want to envision what happened back then, right? Is this oversold? Do we go too far? Well, maybe that kind of recovery is already happening right now. So again, I'm not necessarily sure we're going to get another candle like this tomorrow. We'll have to wait and see. But the moving averages are starting to cross down a little bit, and that's because of the size of the candle, to be honest with you. And look at the RSI. I mean, it just took a wrong turn and kept on going to the downside. So there was a pretty a negative move down on RSI on the daily chart. Intraday, this market has the same levels. It has put support. It has MenthorQ one-day mins and one-day maxes, high vol levels, and all of that option activity that we associate with the E-mini S&P and other markets. And so this is kind of the view that we have right now. I highlighted the weekly export sales candle that came out by the USDA. It's every week. It's kind of like the jobless report for grains. It does move the market. It kind of exasperated the sell-off that we saw pretty much after the London IB. We broke that, which was right at S2. And that one-day min also, and kept on going and going. We ended up breaking through put support, but then we kind of reeled back a little bit of a retracement, not even 23.6%, but enough to create that shadow that we saw on the daily candle. So right now we'll see what happens. Market's not quite closed yet, but look at the point of control. It didn't, it really kind of came into its own down here at the bottom of the day after we hit the lows. And that's the way it says 1184 spot 50. The way you read that is $11.54 and a half. It trades in quarter halves. Some platforms you might see a 2460. Right? That's the quarter increments. This NinjaTrader kind of upped its game a little bit and actually adds the quarters. So keep that in mind as well. Look at that. A little bit move back up above that 9 EMA for the soybeans. So it's an interesting market. The grains are very tradable, a lot of volume. I'm going to start taking a look at it more and more, especially when we have these big moves and these big opportunities. And there's also big risks, so keep that in mind as well. Let's shoot over to the E-mini S&P really quick. And I hate to have an aha I told you so moment, but I'm going to tell you, I'm going to have a tell you so moment in a second. Right now, again, record high. We just keep rocking. 75.16 half. There's a PAX line here, PAX measurement that maybe he'll talk about more tomorrow. 74.95 half. Blew through that. And not blow through that. We're above that by quite a bit. Moving averages just keep sloping up here. Super strong bull market, or above 70 on the RSI for a long period of time since April 17th. So keep that in mind also. It can stay elevated over that on a daily RSI, right? It can stay overbought, quote unquote, for a long period of time. When I see this, it just says, hey, this market is strong. Right? Really what I want to see is crossovers and cross-unders between that 30 and 70, which are a little bit rare, but a little bit more decisive for me when I see it on a daily chart. Weekly chart's a different story. But right here, again, we're just breaking new ground. We're up over, well, I'll adjust my measurement here. I mean, oopsie, sorry about that. Let me do that really quickly here just to get where we're trading at right now. 8.88%. So it's pretty decent move up right now. On this market. Let's shoot over to the intraday. Here's where the I told you so moment comes in. I'll let you guys guess what that's going to be. One day max. Boom. Nailed it again. We wicked right to it again. MenthorQ one day max. The levels are worth it, especially on trend days. When you get these pops above support or continuation buying, or the same opposite on the opposite side, the one day max and one day min in the equity markets. Sometimes they're magical. Sometimes they're not. But in this particular case, I think it really was a good move up there. Sold off a little bit. Didn't get to that 75.50 level. Remember, I was talking about this market trading in 50 increments. Didn't get that high. Kind of a nice sell-off right now. The volume profile is a mess. It's a hot mess. We have that point of control right now, kind of acting as short-term resistance at 21. Right here, look at 1, 2, 3 candles in a row. Couldn't close above it, and then we're selling off against it right now, all the way down to session VWAP. That's going to be the next test, 25.08. Are we going to be able to survive that VWAP and then continue on our merry way, or not? It's 7,500 is also another major milestone where we have that 0 DTE call resistance, 0 DTE gamma wall. That's kind of the next step down. And guess what? That aligns with a nice volume node, by the way. But it's funny because when I put my cursor there to say, all right, what time period? When did we trade all this volume? And you kind of go across here. Let me move over a little bit more. We had a little bit of a wick here from 8 to 8:30. We had another wick here from 9 to 10 o'clock candle. And then probably most of the volume came in here 10 to 10:30 candle. So it's been a long time since this was price happiness, right? But it's still on the chart, and it's still a potential area of interest, and it's right below that 0 DTE call resistance level. So that is definitely on my radar screen today. Still in a strong bull market, even with the retracement right now. Anything could happen at the end of the day. So we're going to lean into our friends who are trading the close today to get the answer to that. So that's this afternoon's Edge Report. Appreciate everybody for being here at NinjaTrader Live. Let's trade the close. There they are. There is West Coast, XYZ, Christian, and then East Coast represented. I'm not going to forget you, Salma. Salma is here representing the East Coast with me. How you guys doing?
Good. How are you, Jim?
Pretty good. I got to turn my volume up so I could hear a little bit better.
Hey, Jim. Hey, guys. How's everybody doing?
You
Hello.
guys, yesterday, by the way, this morning, Salma had a killer Russell trade, by the way. How did that end up for you?
Oh, I ended up holding it and then it hit TP after we got off stream. And then now I'm in the Russell again. So fingers crossed. Can I go 3 for 3?
All right.
Long or short?
Let's start with Salma. What do you think? What are you doing here?
I'm just long the Russell here from 68 currently and 3 points of drawdown. I really like the way the hourly closed in the 30 minutes. So I am trying to target new highs. We'll see though. Looks like some headline came out about Fed member resigning from the Fed board, which kind of dropped us a bit. But we'll see if market can shake that off and continue higher.
All right. I like it. Jay, let's go with Jay next. XYZ, what's happening, man?
I still like longs. So I had 14 from VWAP earlier, got out down to 6, trailed it, eventually got trailed out. And I am layering some more longs now. I think I have 9 total. We'll see if they can hold a higher low and make their move back up. I think I don't know how to describe it. The highs are not I'm not convinced that we won't make our way back up there just yet. So, I mean, I'm just extracting as many points as I can out of the market while, this environment and this scenario is still here. So we'll see how it goes.
I like the energy. I like that. This is what I want to hear.
Yeah, because you're long.
This is what I want to hear. Yes. Go
Yeah,
X5.
So all right. So question though, Jay, you got your stop in right by that 24-hour VWAP. But you only have 1 unit as a profit target.
I don't really put limit orders out. It's just for my reference. So you always see me with 1 unit, just so that as price is moving, I can have a reference of, when it gets close, is it hitting that target? Yeah, I'll take 1 off there, but what do we do when it gets there? So I just have it so that on my DOM I can see, okay, we're headed there when we're closer and stuff like that. But I manually, mostly I'll take myself out of trades manually, hotkey, limit order, or right here, I might scratch this out if they don't really get this moving soon.
Got it. All right. Well, good luck on this trade.
Thanks.
Christian, what are you thinking, man?
I'm currently long as well, a little bit higher from where he is at, but I've been long all day. I got stopped out earlier on the pullback, and then I got back long. But if we look at this scenarios here for NQ, we did a perfect back test this morning of the big, large box breakout that we broke from. That was a great reversal there. And then we are now pulling back into London's high. We had an initial bounce. We're sort of retracing again, So I'm wondering if maybe we are going to be creating some sort of range or chop or a wedging structure here as we consolidate these gains. But if we can continue to hold, I would still continue to seek higher prices as well. But we'll just, wait and see. I feel like we're repeating the same structure every day. Weakness in the open gets bought up. We rallied for a while, and then we either consolidate or continue. So maybe today we're going to consolidate and just chop around.
Got it. Love the pattern recognition. Awesome, guys. A quick announcement before we move on to I'm hopping in the chat. We remember that we're up against it. Next week, we're starting the Arena Challenge, and it's not too late to participate. Real-time simulated live NinjaTrader trading platform, $250,000 of cash prizes that are going to be sprinkled throughout these competitions. Qualifier 1 starts next Tuesday, the 19th. Qualifier 2 a week later, the 26th. And then Qualifier 3, June 2nd. Top 100 filtered down to the final round on Tuesday, June 9th. And again, it's a lot of fun. It's free to play. It's free to participate, and these three guys are also going to be part of the competition. Which qualifiers are you guys in?
3.
I'm in 2.
I'm not in it.
What? All right. Well, I'm gonna send Dom over to your house. We'll talk about that later.
I don't want to see your cousin.
All right. Anyway, everybody, there's going to be a link in the chat for that. So I'm going to dip in the chat. Best of luck, you guys, on your trades today.
Thanks, Jim.
Take care, Jim.
So they're
What do you mean
they're
you're not
still
in
selling
it?
this. I'm not in it. Yeah, I might be the only one. I just don't
Did you
do
tell
well
them-
with. I just don't do well with sim. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but it's for fun at the end of the day. I mean, like,
I just prefer trading my cash account.
You
It's
prefer
more
That's
taking
fair.
real
what it
money.
is. There's like a. If I do it, it's like, you know, you're first, you're last, and it does like
That's fair.
kind of break down the process, right? So
If you're not first, you're last.
if you ain't first, you're last. So sometimes, like if you're behind, everyone's long, you have no choice but to get short, even if it makes no sense.
All right,
So we're all
chat. How's
long right
everybody
now?
doing?
Are we all long right now?
yeah.
Yeah. We all
That's good or
good,
bad.
chat. How's everybody doing?
Someone says, dude, shut the fuck up and do the challenge. You make the brand look bad.
Whoa.
Sorry
what
to
the
hear that,
heck?
man.
That is negative energy all around. You could have said that same thought and gotten it across in a much nicer manner.
I mean, that's the game we play. It's hard and it makes people cranky.
That's not nice.
Look at him. Look at him go on.
Look, oh my God.
Wow.
Who is this? Get out of here. Chat,
the
let's all
burner account.
collectively
Yeah, hey, like the stream. Like the stream for the energy.
let's all collectively just report this guy.
Nah, he's fine.
Keep that same energy and like the stream.
Josh says,
Oh,
he's
he
tweaking.
tweaking.
All right, I need to like take some profits off at some point. Give me a second. Give me a second, Mr. Angry Guy. I'll get back to you.
You guys are so soft.
He's
he
rage
says.
baiting. Don't fall for it.
Bro.
Yeah, he's all right. He's all right.
Yeah,
That was a
someone must be
little-
red today.
That was a little bit weak. You could have done
All
better.
right, I'm down to 4. Hopefully we can trail this all the way up again like the other 6.
So XY, if someone shit talks me, would that mean I'd also make a couple G's?
There's only one way to find out. Say something about Salma. I'm just kidding. Don't say anything about Salma.
No, please, I've had enough.
She's
This
too nice.
has been a tough week.
She does get a lot of shit.
All the time. Hey, Chris,
Hey, Salma.
since I've already asked everyone, okay, I think you're the only one left. I need to know, have you ever watched Gladiator?
Yeah.
Oh, God. Bro, just when I thought I found someone who could be like, no.
Why would I not watch that movie? It's great.
'Cause,
Salma, just watch it. Just watch it.
I am. I'm gonna. This weekend, I promise Leo already.
Are you not a movie person?
No, more of a
Ask her
show
how she
person.
watches her movies.
Oh, God.
How do you watch your movies? What do you mean? Not at the
You
movie?
know, like Dolby, IMAX, all that stuff.
Sure.
Yeah. Tell
Watch it on my
Chris.
phone.
There it is.
Yeah. What's wrong with that?
You watch movies on your phone?
Yo,
Wait,
Chris, you're
You
my guy,
selectively
bro.
go out and look at Dolby movie theaters for movies? Is that what you're saying?
No,
No,
you
he's
know, like
just-
you can watch movies in IMAX or in Dolby or on a TV.
Oh, I see.
She just decides to watch it on her phone.
Girl.
No, stop. Chris, I just
Hey,
called you
no,
my
hey, look, it's
guy 5
DEI
seconds
Thursday.
ago.
You got to be nice.
American Gladiators. Yo, that was a good show back in the day.
Tracy, you watch movies on your phone? No one uses a TV anymore?
I love Tracy. Actually, Tracy's one of my favorite people that I met in
I
Miami.
love her, man.
I do. I really do.
Where's that from? Somebody, the chat has to know.
Don't ask me.
I know, because you watch TV in a phone. Yeah, you can't watch Gladiator on the phone. Wait, have you seen Interstellar?
Yeah, I have. This is
Okay.
so funny you asked that because that was the same follow-up question that Kane had on Monday when this whole thing started.
Because that's
Was it Monday? Tuesday,
great
That's because they were
movie.
talking about the composer.
Yeah. Yes. The only TV I watch is TradingView. Oh my God.
I believe it. Except you do that on a bigger screen than your phone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do.
And like 5, you said you had like 5 screens, right?
5 screens. 2 of them are dedicated to TradingView. Yep.
Always on the grind.
All right. Who is this champagne guy? He's got to go.
Is he still yapping enough? It's all right.
You guys are lucky I don't have mod powers.
I don't think Salma can ever have mod powers. Everyone be banned.
No, hell no. I love the chat. I love the
You-
chat.
you
They're
take
great.
attendance, don't you? I don't even know
I
how
sure
you do
do.
that still. You can see like who's in the chat. So you're
Bro,
looking at like
yesterday-
1,000 names.
Yesterday we were like doing the giveaway and we had to, every time a winner would get drawn or whatever, we'd wait for them to respond. I'm like, this person's not in chat. This person's not in chat. Then it was like the 5th person. I'm like,
Oh,
they're
like you
here.
can tell as soon as they draw because you're filtering the
No, because I
participants?
just know.
Because you just know. Oh. She would ban all of us.
Wow, friend Tintin says, I have to say, Salma has upped the entertainment of this channel 10x. Thank you. I appreciate that.
That's
Thank
quite
you,
the
thank
compliment.
you. That is.
What?
Bro. No.
Why not?
XY, let's not do this.
Seems nice.
His
You
name
go
says
for it.
ICT.
I can't trade. Is that what that
Oh,
stands for?
shots
Is that what
fired.
that stands for? No.
Shots
The name.
fired.
The name.
Oh,
The name.
I started blasting. Bang, bang.
Salma's not as nice as you guys had thought, huh?
No, just the name. All right. Are we all just targeting new highs? Because that's really what I would
yes,
love to see.
composite trader. That's from that movie.
I took 5 off. I'm just trying to trail these 4. Just seeing what the market's willing to give me on the 4.
I'm just sitting in this. This is my second IB trade for the day.
2 in one day?
Yeah, I know.
Oh, the guy
God
got banned?
Yeah.
bless.
Get him out of here.
Dang. Yeah, he came out of nowhere, huh?
It's one thing to
He came in hot.
it's one thing to shit talk us, but like it's another to be just plain
Well,
out
I think
rude
trading
and
is hard. Sometimes or oftentimes people get really frustrated and they'll go hate watch or something. And then
yeah.
they'll just get upset and be upset. Comes with the territory. And then you got Psy flows. Sorry guys, today hope you lose. I am short 747.
See, but at least he says sorry and he's got a reason why he wants us to lose. It's for his own good. I respect that.
Yeah, I say that to my own friends. Like, sorry, but I hope you get your stop taken.
Rack City goes, I would honestly tune in for a spin-off show where Salma just roasts the chat for an hour. I would not do that. I don't think I'd come back the next day, guys.
Yeah, you know what, Sai? Maybe it's your turn now. It's your turn.
So what's your plan for the competition, Salma?
No plan. Just hopefully I can channel my old the Salma that competed in the first Arena
You won
Cup.
one,
If I
didn't you?
can, that was it. That was the Arena Cup. That was so cool for many reasons, and one of them being it was my first time ever being on screen on camera, and first time being on like a stage with a lot of other prominent traders. So that was definitely a cool moment. I just hope that I can do that again. I haven't really done that great in other challenges though. So I don't know. We'll see.
You win some, you lose some.
Yeah.
Salma, could you please teach your system? You seem to have quite a methodical approach.
Thank you, I guess. Yeah, this is true. Just buy based off of vibes. AB, I have a number of different approaches that I like to take. Mainly a price action trader, and I like to use the 9 EMA and key levels. Basically, just look to see how candles form and take my trades based off of that. If anyone has been paying attention to anything I've said in the past couple months on stream, this right here is actually, that's really ugly. Let's do that again. This right here, okay, that's not any better, but this right here is the setup that I would take for shorts. You have a push higher, buyers try to push price up, get exhausted, sellers step in, push price back down. We have this long wick to the upside, and then, sellers do their thing. Typically in a non-trending market like the one we've been in, you'll see a continuation on these setups.
Wait,
and
did
they
you say
work
non-trending market that we
Yeah.
are in?
like a
We're
like not a market that we're in. Like we've
not
only been in this for like
non-trending. Right now we're non-trending. Is that what you're saying?
no, I'm saying in a market where we're not trending like the one we're currently in.
Yeah.
Yeah, what?
Where have you been the last few weeks? We're nothing but
No.
going up.
I know you're not understanding what I'm saying. I'm saying a reversals would work in a market where we're not just trending every single day. These setups that you see here, they work
Like where
obviously
we're in,
better.
oh, okay, I thought you said non-trending.
I think I might have said that and it just
Yeah.
didn't articulate that properly. But in a market where we're not trending, you will see these setups have better follow-throughs. But if you were at your desk and you saw this 30-minute candle here, you could have taken the short on the next opening candle, put your stop at the highs, and then wrote it down. And you could have literally targeted, weekly open or previous day high, and you would have made a decent amount of money there. But like when we are in this trending market, you want to not fade the trend. You want to be the one to buy the pullback rather than try and top tick. And so what?
What Robin said. Yo, why'd you guys leave that comment?
I didn't see it. What did he say?
Oh my God. The ESL
Someone's tweeting and deleting?
No, production deleted it. It was funny though.
So,
I missed it.
I said the ESL crew fighting with the comments.
Oh no, Robin removed it. Robin, say it with your chest.
She did.
Robin, everybody, come on! You got to keep the same energy here today.
Dude, who is selling this market? They just give it up. They've been selling this thing for 10 minutes. 10 minutes, knock it off.
Chris, trying to learn here. Do you see a wedge forming in NQ and wedge consolidation into close or wedge breakout? Yes, there is a wedge forming here. If I can draw lines on here, let's see. Something like this, something like this. Oh, we are wedging up. We're getting tight here. We're getting ready for a move. You are right that we are seeing a wedge. Whenever you start hanging out inside the last swing high and swing low, when we start contracting inside and creating higher lows and lower highs, that's literally the definition, right? We're contracting here. Price is telling you that we are just not doing much, but getting close to a break.
Kat says, I'm going to read this out loud. Salma, in my view, could be wrong, but you seem to be taking your conversation with Jared and changing up a few things and have been going better. No, it's something I noticed. Katz, yeah, I've been taking more breaks, and I've been trying to be just. I mean, I tweeted about it not too long ago, earlier today, but I've been like sizing down way more than usual and just going for those base hits and compounding that. So like every trade that you guys are seeing me take on here, it's getting copied on other accounts. And so like it might seem like 200 is small, but 200 times, 5 accounts, 3 accounts, it adds up at the end of the
Baller.
day. I mean, it's just,
How many
and
accounts you said?
it depends. So like yesterday I was copy trading on 3 and then manually trading the other 2. It just depends on how I'm feeling and like how confident I am in the trade. But yeah, I've just like I'm trying to be in this mindset of just consistent base hits, keep my losses small, and try to just take my winners as they come. And I know this might not be really the right market for that, considering we're just trending higher and you can literally just buy it at open and hold till close and you'll be in massive profits. But it's just been something I've been doing for like the past 2 weeks, and it's been going great, honestly.
Hey, you
And
do you, okay?
I freed up a little bit of my time. I'm not as glued to my desk with like my Discord. So that helps me out with like my own personal trading where I can just walk away for a little bit if I'm not feeling too good, and then I can come back a few minutes later and have a clearer head. Kazuki, I'm green on the day. Just asking.
They took you out. Yeah. Yeah, they got my trailing stop to the tick almost, but yeah,
Really?
I think we'll move. It looks like the selling's just not stepping off, so I'd rather just take whatever profits that was and let the market figure it out for now.
Okay, he's out, guys. Now you can rip it.
Is my chart book available for purchase? No. No, I'm not selling a chart book. Not selling anything, actually.
What is this?
Big buyer, 674, 675. I'm going to use them as a reference here. Price keeps moving downside. It is pretty strong sell because that's a lot of buying that they're gonna kill essentially. $669, 140.
Guys, make sure you enter the giveaway for a chance to win some NT swag. We will pick a winner if we hit 350 likes or 750 viewers or 15 retweets on the most recent tweet from the NT Twitter. Your easiest one is likely the reposts on the tweet. It currently has 5 reposts, 10 more. We'll spin a wheel, pick a winner.
The wick, Mr. Jingles. It has to be the wicks. But sometimes it can go through the candle because that'll mean that that candle's not the governing anchor point, if that makes sense. Like this could be from here to here. And what this is probably a failed breakout. How do I delete this? Whoa, don't do that. Don't do that. How do I delete this one? Wicks from noise.
Right.
Well, that's what I would consider a failed breakout. Like I would consider this. I don't know if you guys can see this. Purple. Sorry, not purple. Brown thing. You can wedge. I would consider this being the governing sort of anchor points, and this interaction up here. Let me see if I can have a circle right here. This is a failed breakout. So I wouldn't consider that as being part of the wedging structure. It's this. This is a failed breakout. It comes back in. It's respecting these boundaries, and we're wedging up here. So once this is complete, we bounce once more, right? And then pull back. Then at this point, it should be ready to break out, like in this area here. Either break out higher and continue the trend, or break down lower and I get stopped out. Why can I delete this?
Mr. Market, Salma, why so serious? Sorry, guys, this is just my face. I don't I don't know what to tell you. I just have a really bad RBF. I'm just focused,
Hey. Locked in. That's the word. Just say you're locked in.
locked in. Ooh, guys, there's a new poll in the chat. Name our new segment, Trader Deep Dive After the Bell with strategy, education, and interactive Q&A. Should it be named Trade
Inside
Tactics?
the edge. Wow.
Inside the edge, behind the trade, or the
I like
trader
inside
playbook?
the edge.
All right, we'll vote.
XYZ. How can you trust 10-point stop loss? Is it 10? It is 10. I don't care how many points my stop loss is. It's just where the order flow is. Sometimes it's 10, sometimes it's 6, sometimes it's 15, sometimes I'll have to do 20. It's just where the order flow is. I'm not trusting 10 points. I'm trusting the buying that's coming in this range. If this buying that's coming in this range gets traded against, I need to take my chips off. So we're
let's
back
push higher.
lots here. I will try to get TPs up here. And I'll set 3 TPs for now.
Have a
Thanks,
great day,
Tom.
Jero.
What's winning? Inside the edge? I like that one.
Yeah, I like that one. Yeah, it's in the lead.
Getting close to a wedge break here. We are about to be done with this contraction here, and then we should get a break higher or lower. The trend remains up. We have pulled back into support and we are holding. So as long as we continue to hold, this should break out higher.
Guys, let's pump up those likes. We need a couple more retweets on that tweet. We're about 7 away. And then we need 750 viewers. We're 42 away. And then we can start doing these giveaways. Your easiest one is reposting. I know a lot of you guys have some burner accounts on Twitter. Pull them up, repost.
Oh, not everybody has a burner account.
Bro,
like you.
everybody
I actually
here
don't
does.
have, I don't have burners on anything because
That's why I don't even
because
believe
you have to switch back and forth between stuff, or I could just not say anything.
What if you have an accident and you say something that you didn't want to say on your main account?
Oh, then you're mega cooked.
Oh my God, then you're cooked. Yeah, you're
I don't want to
done
go through
for.
that.
Then you're mega cooked.
What can we win? You can win NT swag, stickers, hoodies,
Silver,
hats,
actual silver.
a silver ounce, a silver ounce coin. Come on, guys. I mean, everything on here I wish I could get again. So
XY, I saw you got in on a red candle. What were you seeing when you put that limit order flow? I don't get in based on what candles what for my entry. I'll use them like price action wise for added confluence, but I'm not looking at what the candle is as I'm entering a trade. No. I mean, I mentioned it as it was happening. We found a big buyer, 674s, one right underneath, probably, where was that? I think like the 669, 668. Huge buying. And every time they would trade, so they're trading under it. I'm not getting long because I'm like, big buying is being traded under. I don't trust it. So they trade under barely, and they start tapering on the sell side. So I've spotted, where the big buying is. Anyone with a footprint, any order flow, you can see it, right? Um, there's big buying here, and every time they trade under that buying, they just step off the gas on the sell. You see buying coming in repeatedly, and if I want to long the market, what more can I ask for, right? So I start layering, and as they're holding and they're holding, they're showing more interest in buying and a faded interest to sell. I'll put more on because I think it's better. So that's the whole trade. Did I know it was going to work? I never know if it's going to work. But if you think it's a decent long spot and you see the buying and you see it being really aggressive and the sell side tapering underneath, you can't ask for anything else. You'd have to have a crystal ball for more confirmation than that, right? You take your chances, you put your chips on. Why is my stop here? Like someone said, oh, 10 points is too small. Well, I think this is enough because if it were to trade my stop, the buyers that I'm banking on, they've been traded against. They've been traded under, and I need to get out. So it's simple as that. Yeah, it's not dependent on a candle color or what kind of candle. I'm looking at order flow.
Hey, Fiber Optic. Good to see you guys. I don't really add to my trades. I size my trade. I make my money in my position sizing. So I don't need to do that for my approach.
Yeah, I also don't add. Although I would love to learn.
Dude, who is sitting here?
AB, it's very rare that I add to my position. I mean, like I just said, and then partialing out, I do sometimes, not all the time. Just depends. Production just says, just let us know that we need 4 more retweets on the tweet, guys, to run the first giveaway. Just do it. Someone go do it. I know you guys hear me.
Burners.
I did my part. I retweeted. That's one less person for you guys. Just do it.
They're trying to offer again, huh? How much do I trust the buyers here?
We're about to close to a break here. This wedge structure is completing.
Trying to decide what I want to do with my stop here. ES still wants to sell.
That is right, Crayon.
Yeah, I'll let this go. If it comes back to me, see if I
it's
re-enter.
OPEX tomorrow. Maybe that's why it'll be choppy this afternoon. It's about time. It's been nothing but straight up. I mean, can't complain.
Do I only look at pull stack or watch bid ask as well? I look at bid ask. Yeah, I put more weight on bid ask. P&L must be over 20 today. Are you done for the week? Oh man, I'm having actually the best week I've ever had right now as we speak. Monday and Tuesday were enough for me, but I mean, the market's just spitting out opportunities. It's actually insane. As long as you're not trying to short it, you're making a ton of money. Matthias, I hope I'm saying it right. Thank you. I appreciate that. Do you look at pull? Oh, same question. Yeah, bid ask. Bid ask to me is the truth, right? Pull stack, they can pull it, they can stack it, they can change their mind every microsecond. It's algos, all kinds of stuff. I use that in Confluence with bid and ask. Today's volume profile had a hard time. Yeah, because it's shit. That's why. It honestly is. I hate it. Um, Earlier before we sold off, I was telling one of my buddies, it's possible we can get this like dead body distribution up here, and this thing could really sell off. And then they did, but they chopped around so much they filled the whole thing in. So now it's just one big weird, not even a D shape. It's a D shape with lack of excess up high, which leaves the possibility of trading highs again and even higher. But I mean, at this rate, it's late in the market. The market's made a lot of choices. I don't know what choices are left on the table. We're likely going to break out of this like wedge, as Chris says, but how strong the break would be, I have no idea, because if you look at the volume profile now, it seems like the inventory has been placed and they're happy with where they're placed. There's no at risk really distribution here. So yeah, it's because the VP sucks today. Like I don't like it either.
Hey guys, we have a new segment coming up. I think XY will also be doing something with this, but that's why we're running the poll to have these sessions after the market closes over the next few weeks that will go over, maybe different parts of the strategy, or for my specific focus, my presentation, if you could say that, would be on how to create a systematic strategy, or how to create a strategy in general, going through the idea generation, back testing, iteration of that, implementing the parameters to see if it's a successful strategy, changing parameters as you go through these back testing periods, and then pretty much saying what I've done with the IB strategy to go from idea generation, right, to process creation, implementing what parameters will work or what worked for the IB strat, applying it forward testing to see if it has the same results. And what I did is I used these eval accounts to test the account, so I wouldn't have to risk my own money. I ended up risking my own money just because I believed in the strategy. But I'm pretty much going to be walking you through that cycle from idea generation all the way to a payout. The IB strat has today I'm actually going to be collecting a second payout. I'm going to be requesting a second payout, which since March 10th will put me combined with the payouts and the personal account probably around 40,000 in gains. So that's going to be my segment, and I'm going to be walking you guys through that. But if you guys have questions, right, if you guys want to learn more and things that we can do to prepare, let us know. You're going to be doing something similar, X?
Yeah, I believe I am. Yes. So we'll do some deep dive stuff. But it'd be, yeah. This is the platform for you guys to spit out suggestions on what you would like to see, what kind of stuff. Just put it down in the chat. Hit the like first.
Yeah. Don't forget to like, subscribe with all the burner accounts that you guys have, like Salma. And
We need 2 more reposts on that tweet. Let's go.
Edge exposed.
Chris XY, did you guys retweet?
oh, which one?
The one that they tag us in every afternoon that we're on.
There's a winner.
Wait, how do we get a winner?
I thought you were the attendance taker, all knower.
Yeah, but we didn't hit any of the.
You
we
sure?
Didn't hit any of the 750 views. Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
We hit the views. Gotcha.
Slacking.
All right. Sorry. Go announce the winner. All right. Nobody wants to do it. Jeff Liu 2. You are our winner. You have
you
to
were gonna
say
do it.
something.
I thought you
You
said
have
I'm
to-
gonna announce the winner.
Show
No,
yourself.
I said go ahead, announce the winner.
Show yourself.
Say something in the chat.
Tom, no book. I mean, maybe there's a book on wedges because that's a classical pattern, right? But the 9 MA reversals is my own entry model for the strategy I created. I there's nothing on that. I have not seen anything on that.
Oh, Jeff Lou, let's go. He says, "Come on, silver coin." All right. Let's spin the
Sending
wheel.
you good
Yeah,
vibes.
I would want that one.
Let's spin the wheel.
Hey, they didn't do this.
Wheel of
Ah, there you go.
Futures.
Hat it is.
Hat. High hole silver.
Congratulations. Good job, Jeff Lou.
The coin is coming, guys. Just yeah, it's good for the summer.
One more retweet and we can do another spin. Oh, this trade is taking forever.
Yeah, I can't do anything. Mine's rules based, so either my stop gets hit or my TPs get hit.
Oh yeah, I'm not getting out of this either, but it's just ever so slowly.
You can't understand my chart if I'm in a position or not. Let me do this. How about now?
That's good.
That's a good question. Creative web advisors. The reason, what would you say? The reason non-precise price candles don't bother me is because I don't use them for entries. So the reason I have Heikin-Ashi is it cleans up the market movement, right? So I have that reference of, where have we gone? What's the range? How are we getting to places? Where did we come from? I don't need 1 minute candle price action, candle by candle. It means nothing to me. I could never trust it, right? 5 minutes is the lowest, where you give me a candle and I'm gonna see what kind of candle it is, how it closed, what it looks like, sure. But on a 1 minute, there's no point. So the Heikin actually cleans up the legs, right? You can see that it cleans up the legs. You can see if it's choppy. You can see the wicks. You can see if it's indecisive. You can see if it's deliberate, right? The candle bodies, how flat the bases are on each side. And that's all the information I need. The rest of it is in the order flow. Oh, it's 1 minute. Yeah, so that's why I use Heikin-Ashi, is to clean up the day's action, not so much to see exactly where price is, because I'll look at the order flow for all of that. Why do I use a 1 minute? Just I'm just used to it. I've tried everything. Tick base, volume base, Renko, range, and I just I like Heikin-Ashi the best. Yeah, hope it helps. Hope it helps. XYZ tried to clown me for suggesting he hold the highs all session. Yeah, I mean, I was long, so I don't know what you're talking about. If you're saying I should let you control my account, which you've probably suggested to me like 5 times already, you're not trading my book. I'm trading my book, and I like it that way.
Next winner, Cozy 20, COZZIE 20. If you are
Report to the
here,
front desk.
yes. Don't think they're here.
Do they give like a deadline?
Yeah, 45 seconds left.
45. So you get a minute?
You get a minute. Yep. Yes, sir.
Yeah, Italian guy. If anyone's trading my book, it's my Italian brother.
Oh, Cozy 20
Oh,
is
there he
here.
is.
Let's go.
Well, I hope this long works for you guys.
A new wheel spin.
Yeah.
The Wheel of Futures.
Oh, I like how they made that part of
A
the wheel
silver
so small.
coin.
He got
No
the
way.
coin.
No way. Nice.
It pays off to be on stream.
Don't you
Or
ever
in the
sell that
chat.
thing.
In the chat, rather.
Yeah, it'll be worth a lot in the future.
Can auction it off.
Do not sell it. You hold on to that thing forever and ever. Okay, guys, we can do one more giveaway if we can get the like count to hit 350. We are currently at 232. That puts us at 118 likes away. That's very feasible with 750 of you watching. You too can win a silver coin.
Oh, I just opened it. I don't know you could open it. Oh, check it out, guys.
There it is.
Ooh.
Took it out of the case.
Wait, do it again. Yep,
I
there
see
it
that.
is.
Oh yeah.
Chris has the most like wobbly hands ever.
Well, I'm trying to put it in front of
Bro.
the camera. I don't know. I can't see.
So you're saying there's a chance.
It looks like we're getting a failed breakdown from that wedging pattern that I talked about, and maybe we can shoot up now. It gave me the fake one. Probably. Oh. I gotta pay attention
Raging
here.
Cajun. I think the default first response is always sizing related. If you're so afraid, I mean, you kind of have to wonder why. You got to ask yourself why. It's always like, yeah, it's the fear of losing money, right? But is the size too big? Would you feel better if the size wasn't as big? Because ultimately you should be executing based off of the chart. So yeah, that's always the default. I mean, that's a really nuanced thing, right? It's very personal. So your question can't really be answered in a vacuum as much as people will try to. Everyone thinks they've got all the answers in this game. People who clap when the plane lands. Did any of you guys clap when the plane lands?
No.
No.
Are you pilot applauders?
Nope.
Pilot applauders. Oh, I got the aluminum coin. Oh, darn it.
The good ones are going to the chat.
Your problem is that if a trade goes against you, you sit in a red trade. The minute it goes green, I am terrified to lose it, for it to turn red again. Ragin, I would say respectfully that you don't have a strategy where you understand the objective of the strategy. And because if you did, you would understand that losses are normal. But if you have too many losses, then you don't have a strategy. You're trading what might possibly happen. And if it's red, but it hasn't hit your stop, then you don't have confidence in your trade, in the location that you picked for that trade, the context that's creating the idea behind that trade. And for you to say, no, as long as this holds, then, this is a valid location for my trade. So I would say that you need a better understanding of location versus, the P&L, because if you understand the location better, then you would have something to back up the idea behind the trade there.
I think a good example is the IB strat that you use too. It's so highly mechanical that it is what it is, and that's it. nothing else,
Yeah.
to discuss. And I think that's probably what's missing. There's too much going on, too much discretion going on with what you're doing. It's probably not a solid strategy.
Yeah.
Might not even be a real strategy. But you need something that's mechanical, an actual strategy, one that you trust and that you could just do over and over and over again and not think twice about it. Easier
Yeah.
said than done. Yes.
Like I need more data. I can't trade like XY because I need to trust, it and myself in order to increase size. And like I know what's the maximum losses in a row that the strategy has. I know when it's going to perform really well. I know when it's not. And I need that for myself in order for me to consistently execute it, even when I'm going through losses. Is the drawdown comparable to its historical drawdown? I need that for myself, and maybe you're like that, and you need that too. If not, you're maybe you like X, Y, and you have that sort of eye, and you can just execute and get out. Just different ways.
Another thing I would add on to that is like it seems like you're comfortable sitting in red, and you from like what I'm gathering from what I read, it seems like you probably negotiate with yourself about where your stop is and how much you're willing to risk once you start to see red. I think you need to stop negotiating, set a hard stop, and then don't move it. If you get stopped out, then it is what it is. You move on to the next one. And if you don't, then you stay in the trade. And it seems like you're terrified to see it go red again once you're green, likely because you're over leveraged. Work on your sizing and then just work on your stops. That's what I would say about that.
How long have you been trading? Raging Cajun? Was that the one who asked? I think it was.
I think, yeah, Raging Cajun.
Raging Cajun. Yeah. How long has it been? To some degree, too, you do have to give yourself some patience and grace, right? If it hasn't been that long, you're trying to find your footing. There's a lot of things you're gonna like I said, that question is so heavily nuanced and personal because it could be so many things. Only a few months? Yeah. Sounds about right. Yeah.
Oh, you need
just
more
need
screen
to
time.
more screen time and really give a strategy a chance. Find a strategy you like and give it a chance, as in keep executing that and trusting it and following it and not deviating from it. Because confidence requires proof of concept. The only way to get proof of concept is to get the proof, which means you're doing it over and over and over and over and over again. That's what gives the proof of concept. And then once you have the proof of concept, you have the confidence to just be like, look, the trade is the trade. It's not guaranteed to work, but I know over time I will be net profitable, right? Just because, you lost 3 in a row with the strategy doesn't mean it's time to throw it away and this and that. That's how people get stuck in the same hamster wheel. It's been 5, 6, 7, 8 years. You're not profitable yet because you keep putting yourself in the same hamster wheel. Zero proof of concept because you don't give yourself and any real strategy a chance. You keep tweaking things and nothing ever stays consistent, right? Consistency, proof of concept, confidence, and then execution. So, I always say there's a million strategies and they all work, but it's up to the operator, and the operator has to trust the strategy first. How long did it take for me to become profitable? Hard to say. With props, like 6 to 8 months, but that's because of prop, right? What you spend and what you pay is heavily skewed. So if it, I'll say it again. I say it all the time. If it weren't for props, I don't even know if I'd be trading still right now. You bleed too much money. When I started trading cash, I would say that's about 2 years in, 2.5 years in, and by then it was smooth sailing. I had my systems down, all that. So yeah, it's a hard question to answer because it's because of prop, right? I think dollar for dollar in that span, I don't think I was profitable. No way. It's just because when you blow up a prop account, it's what you spent on it. When you get a payout, it's this. Less is more, absolutely. Yeah, as I've sized up the past few weeks, oh man, my size has increased anywhere from 50 to even 100%. depending on the trade. And instead of trading as much as I did and making 50 to 100% more, I actually make about the same, but I just trade about 50% less. And I like it that way. A lot less trading. You need to get an idea of where I am right now. And that's the reason I hate that question. I hate when people ask me how long it took to become profitable, because now they place some kind of benchmark. They place some kind of expectation. That's the same idea as getting into the market and go, oh, my daily profit target is $500. Like, really? You think the market's going to grant you that? The market doesn't give a shit.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So having people's benchmarks of how long it took to become profitable, it's the same fallacy as I expect this for a daily target. I'm on TikTok. I see this guy like, oh, it's so easy to make six figures. All you gotta do is make $200 twice a day times 5 times. Like, come on, really? Zero losses. Oh, market's just gonna give you opportunities to make $200 every day. Like the whole how long it took to become profitable thing is a huge fallacy. It's a huge fallacy. You hate when anyone asks anything. Maybe bag life. I mean, I would guess that I'm pretty helpful in answering questions. I go on rants, but I feel like you might have an unhealthy obsession with bringing me down. It's been about a week. You got nothing nice to say.
Wait, XY, what do you think of this? AB says, I have found consistency in pulling 20K a month on average. Should I dive into the DOM and order flow, or am I going to overcomplicate it?
Do what you're doing, man. Honestly. If what you're doing works, I don't care if it's, just price action, squiggly lines, ICT, ABC, 1, 2, 3. It's making you money.
XYZ.
Like, don't change anything right now. The only thing to change if you're consistently doing stuff like that would be scaling. You're doing great. I don't know what it is, but if you're not lying, we know it works. People will go years and years and years and years trying to find what you've found.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. It's good. Keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah, that's great, man. 20 could become 22, 25, 28, 30. It's all about scaling. But it seems like, I mean, how many months, right? If you trust it, if it's been a while, you trust it. It is really consistent. Dude, you're on to something. Who even asked that? Who in the chat asked that?
ABH, something like that. Hold on.
Yeah. That's actually like very, very, very rare.
He did.
Took me a year to understand anything. Hey, that's pretty fast.
I wish it
I think
took
that's
me a
very
year.
fast. Yeah. Well, for me, it was interesting. I think maybe for everyone. After a year, you're like, oh, I thought I knew stuff. Now I really do. Year 2. Oh, I thought I knew something. Now I really do. And it just keeps going. It keeps going. I just passed year 5 and it's like, oh, I thought I really knew something. Now I really know something. It's kind of like getting older in life. In your 20s, you think you know. In your 30s, you think you know. In your 40s, you're like, I didn't know shit in my 30s. Now I really know. It's probably how it goes. How many more likes to go for spinning wheel? We already hit that, I think. A year full of pain. That's a
No,
short time.
likes we didn't hit. We
Likes?
need 350 likes.
What are we at?
We're at 267, guys. 350, we'll spin the wheel one more time. You can do it. We have 780 people watching.
Yeah. A 1 year full of pain is a small price to pay. So consider yourself lucky if you're already profitable. 10 years, 2, 3 years. Yeah, it's just so nuanced. It's very personal. It's different for everybody. Life circumstances too, financial
that too.
position.
How much time you can devote.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see that, Roman. It's a good point. He says I think it takes even longer nowadays for new traders because YouTube has so much nonsense. People claiming to turn 50 into 10,000. Yeah. There's a lot of everything, right? Watch me make $100,000 on prop and you don't know what they've spent for it. You don't know what their position is. You don't know if they can just keep buying accounts over and over and over to get a big payout and put it on YouTube or Twitter. Um, what we do know is this, guys. I think it's a thing a lot of people ignore. Maybe they don't want to say it. Maybe they don't want to pin the tail on the donkey. Maybe it's taboo. But consider this. You have a lot of big names now, big followings, big names, big money. I've pulled out X amount, X amount. And all they do is post payout receipts, right? Obviously, they're not going to talk about spend. All they do is post payout receipts. But we are aware of policies on props of when you go live. So if you can keep posting payout receipts on SimFunded, how come you're not live? How come you're never live?
Oh, shots fired.
How come you don't trade a personal? And they'll all say, oh, yeah, my personal. You've never seen it. You've never seen anything on the personal, but they're willing to post payout certificates. Payout certificates day and night, 20,000, 80,000, 150,000, but not a broker statement. So you're willing to post a payout cert, not a broker statement, but you trade personal, but you're constantly trading props in SimFunded and not live. Guys, just do the math. Just do the fucking math.
Do the mathematics. Come on. The math ain't mathin'.
Math ain't math, baby. That's why you guys don't see me arguing on Twitter. I have very little concern about all the nonsense because, look, I know what I'm doing. I know what I get paid for it. What other people think about whether I'm sim or real money, it bears no weight on my bank account. There's no point. Everyone's going to keep doing what they do. You shouldn't really bother with that either, right? Don't see all this and go chasing it. Oh, this guy did all this with prop. He made this much in payouts. You don't really know what's behind it. You really don't. Is it real? Is it fake? Do they have an unlimited supply of money to buy prop accounts with? What's their spend? What's this? What's that? Don't chase that. And I've talked to people personally that see these payouts and it infiltrates their mind into thinking, I need to be on that level and I need to be on the level right now. It's so attainable. It's right there. But if you stop and do a little bit of math, it ain't gonna math.
It ain't mathin'.
Ain't math. How do I feel about heat map? I don't use it. I won't say it's not helpful though. The heat maps are good. I think what they do too, like, I joke about bookmap a lot. We all do, right? It's a joke, but if it helps you visualize what's happening in the market, like order flow wise, and then you can attach it to auction market theory at a very basic level, I think that's extremely helpful.
Chris, do you always enter after the price is broken out of the range, and is your entry outside of the range? I hardly don't trade breakouts as much recently over the last few weeks, just because my 90-minute reversal setup has started at the morning, like an hour after or 30 minutes before the open. And this trade that you see me in is that we had a lower low, lower high, second lower low, second lower high, and then third lower low, a 90-minute reversal. I mean, this is my IB strategy, so it's a little bit different from like my regular strategy that I mostly share here, but it's pretty much the entries at the break of the last lower high, which if I can zoom into this, it's this green candle here at 1:28 p.m. The high of that, my entry is a little bit late, but the high of that is the last lower high that is reclaimed. Where are my indicators here? So you have this low here, bounce into an 90-minute to create a lower high, new low, and then bouncing that creates the next lower high. So my entry was above that because a reclaim above that triggers now a uptrend, which is a higher high, higher low, higher high.
Salma turned into a duck. Yes, she sure did.
Wait, what
Got a
happened to the
new,
female
got a
duck
new
that we
hairdo too.
created?
For Dom entry question asker, I do shift click. Yes, I think that is the default. I just haven't changed it. I don't think I will. I'm used to it by now. But it is shift clicked entries. Yes. 58 likes to hit. Hey, we got an hour. We can get there.
Well, I didn't know Larry Williams would do that. That is awesome.
Yeah, that is crazy. Yeah, Juan, I'm glad the playbook helped.
It's awesome, Smitty.
Colby Ment says my broker statement is red, but that will be changing this year. I like that energy, man. If you don't believe that, you've got no business in this game. You got to have some sort of like that confidence for sure. Nick, I just saw your comment. Oh yeah, my bad, my bad. I'm giving them a sneak peek of our streams, where we just go rogue all the time and start yapping about all kinds of shit. But yeah, so again about heat map, heat maps. Yeah. If you have a basic understanding of the market and you just want to see the interactions, yeah, heat map can do that for you.
Maybe other segments, but I don't think the trading segments will have that, since we are, talking our plan, sharing our plan, executing our plan, and it's mostly trading focused.
How did you know trading was going to be your main? You didn't need to go back. Yeah, I never did know. I just gave it what I had, put the work in. As things start to click, they start to click. Um, but like I said, I don't know that I'm here without props in existence. When I started trading, it wasn't really a thing, right? Just brokerage, your own money, and then eventually, oh, what's this? It's like a prop. And back then, like the options were scarce, man. They were not like the quality you see today, not at all. Nearly impossible to get a payout. You'd have to be almost perfect for a whole month because the rules were different. Payout parameters are different. It's nothing like you guys see now. It is so much better now. Um, but it helped me to learn without burning so much capital at a time. Helped me to be able to try things too. Be able to try things with skin in the game. Even if it's an eval, it feels like skin in the game. So I will always be a huge like supporter of props existing, right? A lot of people will be the opposite. They're like, oh, they shouldn't exist. No one should ever use them. Well, if they didn't exist, I probably wouldn't be here. They helped me leverage up without putting so much risk and burning my own money to learn. Some people they just hate it. They hate it and they think it shouldn't exist, or they actively trade it and whine about it and call it a scam and still buy it. Yeah, that's their own problem, right? You got all kinds of folks in a space with zero barriers to entry. But those are my favorite, the ones who keep buying prop and complaining about how prop is scam and props are out to get us. Imagine knowing that, like knowing that and still buying something. It's actually insane, right? That's kind of like the market's grinding up and you've gotten short 8 times and you're going to do it 8 more until the market closes. Next one, I'm going to become the best trader. No ego, just confidence in my own grit. You don't need to be the best. You just need to make money. I think an obsession of becoming the best in this game is nonsensical. I think in sports, it's one thing, right? But in trading, to me, what's the point of being the best? Just make money and be happy, live a life. Trading is no life. Trading is no life to me. Honestly, miserable. Trading should be an avenue to give you the life that you want. How do people react when you tell them you trade for a living?
That's a great question.
Everyone I speak to, I've known for anywhere from 10 to 15 to 20 years. They know what I do. I don't really go out of
No
my
new
way to,
friends.
yeah, honestly. I've got enough. I hardly have time for anything. I honestly, like, I love my life, guys. Super blessed. That's why people can come and chat, say all the craziest things. Like, what's it to me? It's nothing. Am I trading my own capital? Yeah, I am. Yeah, 2019. Yeah, you remember like 2020, dude, Apex was fresh. And you had to trade 20 days to even try to get a payout within a payout window of 10 days. And if you're not in the window, you got to wait for the window. Oh man,
Really?
you had you profit, you had Lilu, like who knows these names? Um, yeah. What was that? Oh man, I forget. Their website was like major orange, white and orange. Yeah, it was, hey, options were very limited and very crappy.
Yeah, we're just seeing some OPEX chop here.
This is really, really boring.
Not much happening.
This is how yesterday trade the close was too.
What was yesterday like?
Exactly like this.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, for like 3 hours.
Continue to unk ourselves on this show. Yeah, you know, Nick, can't help it. You can't help it being unk.
I'm seeing that same wedge that you were seeing, Chris. I see it now forming on the Russell.
Yeah, I see it.
Yep.
Just choppity chop chop. Street tacos are $3 each now. Not in LA. Well, maybe other parts of LA, like restaurants, but the street tacos, $1.50 if you go to the good spots. You spent $60
Where?
on a street taco guy?
You got robbed. You literally got robbed.
You drop sauce about counter directional trades against extreme movements. When did I say that? Counter directional trades against extreme movements. I don't remember talking about that on this stream. Are you talking about like one of my videos that I put out? Oh, 3 weeks ago. Yeah, I even have like it's in my playbook. I've got videos, breakdowns about counter directional trades against certain extreme movements. There are parameters that need to be met. Yes. Can't just be a market fader. You won't survive. Well, guys, if you're enjoying an extremely ranty DEI Thursday, please hit the like. We have a goal to hit. It's what, 350?
350, yeah.
Yes, please hit the like. So someone else can win a silver coin.
Hey, that's awesome, Kevin. Thanks for being here. And it's
Yeah,
awesome
thanks,
to
Kevin.
see your growth.
Literally just been up, down since we got on stream.
Yeah.
I just saw that we're hanging out by the highs we made like 4 hours ago.
Yeah.
Wow, this is crazy. I'm with Kevin. This live got me away from a gambling group and puts me in a calm
Oh my
while I
God.
trade. Well, I'm glad you got away from that group. That is crazy. Uh, Le old bum. You are absolutely correct. Ultimately, we have so many different trading styles, but we find ourselves in the same ones. Why? It's kind of all the same. It's just a different lens. Where on the West Coast are you at? I'm in LA.
Why don't you guys hang out if you guys are close to each other?
Oh, we don't really like each other.
Who
Oh.
is that
They
guy?
just told us not to mention it on stream.
And you just mentioned it. No, but seriously, why you guys don't hang out?
We have dinner dates with us two and
Yeah, we
Shab.
actually do have dinner dates, us and Shab. It's just we
We
don't
get
talk
together
about
like
it.
once a quarter.
Oh,
We don't talk about it.
please. What the heck?
What the heck? What?
I'm jealous.
Oh,
That's why we don't talk about it, because we knew you'd get jealous, and now you did it to
yeah.
yourself.
You brought it out.
Nick goes, Salma, LA is like 15 different cities. So how far away are you
That's
guys
why I
from
said
each other?
LA, because I ain't trying to tell people what city I'm in. They might
No,
come
no,
and
but how
chase me
far are you
down.
guys?
Probably
Pretty
like
far, because it's pretty big.
an hour and a half at least.
Yeah.
Oh, that is far. Damn.
Lower Alabama. Yeah, that's the one I'm talking about. Where can I find the playbook? Just go on my Twitter. It's in the link in the description of this stream is all of our socials. And all my links are in there. Channel Islands, that's far.
Hey, when Jim's in LA, Shab and X, we can do Mexican so they can try Mexican.
Yeah, Jim hit me up. Told me he's gonna be in LA. I told him, yeah, for sure. We will
Yeah, don't tell
definitely
Salma though.
at
We don't
least
want
Yeah,
get
that.
dinner or something.
I'm right here, guys.
Well, that's why
Oh,
I'm not
shoot.
saying when. That's why I'm not saying when. Just that he hit me up. I think it was last week. He texted me. I was like, yeah, for sure. We'll make some time.
Oh, he told me when. August.
Yeah, well, don't come.
Okay. So you're not
Wow.
coming.
Wow. I didn't want to go anywhere.
It's
Last time I was in
for
Cali was not
gladiator
fun.
enjoyers.
Oh, here we go.
You wouldn't get it.
We're watching
Shab, have you watched
Gladiators.
it? Has Shab watched it?
She
She's
probably
gonna say
has.
yes. Yeah, she's gonna say yeah.
No, she
I
says
don't know
yes,
about
even
the
if she hasn't.
game. I don't know about the game, Shab. I gotta know what the plan is. The game, what else? Dinner. I'm definitely down for dinner.
Oh, whoa. Is that the next winner? Backstage?
Oh, I know
Is
him.
that
We
the next
met.
winner?
I met him in person.
Oh, you can
Yeah.
say it since you know him personally. You could do the
Lido,
honors.
Lido Trades. Are you
Lido.
here?
Are you sure it's Lido?
It's Lido.
It's Lido.
Man, she ain't even
I did that on purpose. Chill, B.
disrespect.
He's probably not here.
Where he at though?
No faith?
He's usually always here.
No faith in Lido?
He's
There
here.
he
He's here.
is.
He goes, wow, finally.
A regular. All right. It's silver
Spin
coin
that
time.
wheel.
Hey, we hit all three of our benchmarks, huh?
The
That's what we get.
Wheel of Futures.
T-shirt time.
Ooh. Guys, I want some
Congratulations.
swag. Like, I'll pay money for it.
I'll trade you a hat for a hoodie.
But you don't have all the stuff? They didn't
I
give you
don't
guys all the stuff?
I don't have the OG hoodie.
Oh, the OG one? Oh, that's vintage now. No, I gotta
I
keep
want it.
that. I'm gonna put it up at the Phillips auction. Maybe a Sotheby's or something. You can go find it there.
Wait. Why is he complaining about winning a shirt? If you don't want
What do you
it,
say, boo?
we can pick
Sure.
someone else.
Everyone wants the coin. Everyone wants the coin. And you can't blame them for that. Spin that.
Yeah, that's
wheel.
true, Stab.
He said, I got one in Miami. It's too big. Okay, well, we'll be sure to send you the right size this time.
You got to work out more, Lito, so it could fit in it.
Reverse tailoring. Starting a support for iPhone movie
The
watch.
sticker pack is cool. Where is it? I have it around here somewhere.
What a market. Drifting up on insane sell tape and then just not really going anywhere.
I need one of these moves here from 2 to 215.
Whoa. Should we tell them? Backstage, should we tell them or is it like a straight surprise?
What?
Look at the super mega secret chat. You can tell them, guys, if you're thinking about getting off the stream, but you want free stuff, you should reconsider because there will be a bonus spin.
No, really, guys? Is that true?
No, respin it. Spin it again.
Say it ain't so.
Spin it again. That's not real.
Oh man, you guys put a smile on my face. I'm the winner, guys.
Better than a winning trade, huh? Oh, it was actually legit drawn. Oh, dude.
If it's not a hoodie.
Chat's
It's a
gonna be
sticker pack.
pissed. Chat's gonna be like, yeah, it's definitely rigged. Well, the winner.
Oh, it's all hoodies.
The winner
spin it.
was Salma. So everyone boo her. If you
Yeah,
if you
honey,
wanted
here,
it to
the
be.
Wheel
Win
of
it.
Futures. No,
She's
Oh,
like,
that's
no.
funny.
guys, you
They
literally
said, I
are
hope it's sticker
trolling me.
pack.
There's no way. That is
B
the
Hassan
most,
said, hope it's sticker pack.
bro, the tiniest one. No way. I don't even want it, guys. Thank you. You can give it away. We can give it on to the next.
That's like being 100 points in profit and a news candle just wicks your break-even stop.
Bro, that's messed up.
Congratulations. Yay.
Listen, XY, the funny thing is, I think every day this week, every time I've announced a winner, it's almost always been a hoodie winner. And then the one time they spin it for me, it's got hoodie everywhere, sticker pack and tiny little lettering, and that's what it lands on. It's freaking hilarious. What's
And you
next?
had-
I'm gonna get stopped out of my position? Come on, guys.
You had some gripes about it too. You wanted your hashtag to be on it, right?
Wait, what?
You said you wanted a sticker on the sticker pack of the hashtag always watching NinjaTrader Live.
Oh yeah. AWNTL.
Well,
That
now you
would be
get one without it.
Bro, I would
They
slap
did you
that on.
dirty.
I would slap that on like my monitor or something on the back of my portable monitors. For sure.
It's okay. They'll rig it. They're gonna rig it for you. Don't worry. What's a
Thank you,
little
guys.
behind the scenes rigging? Rigged spins are the best.
Who said that?
DJ Traits. Number 3. Put some respect on it, Salma. He's got a number 3 on it.
Where are you reading these?
The chat. Aren't you like the chat
Yeah, where do
all
you see this?
knower. Like, you know who's speaking when, who's even in it, who's hitting the likes and who's not.
Oh, I
You're
see,
like,
I see, I see. Number three. Oh, okay, okay. I see. Oh, brother. Don't tell me we sat in this trade just to get stopped out.
You know, it's going the wrong way.
they're
This
doing
is
a
not fun.
poll.
Everybody should be voting
I
yes.
voted
Whoever just
no.
voted no, oh my goodness.
I mean, look, it's 73%. It's good. They'll make one regardless of the poll, I would imagine. You can put on your luggage.
I can. That would be cool.
Chat manager not doing their job. Yeah. Well, chat
Bro,
manager
there's
busy trying
no
to find a
way.
hoodie. Chat manager's trying to get a hoodie right now. What's the point of voting if I'm not even gonna win? That sucks.
Is it okay to say I have no idea what it stands for? Cats. That's a shame because you, AWNTL, it stands for always watching NinjaTrader live. It's a mantra.
The real Morpher says, hell, I'd be stoked with just a sticker. Ungrateful, huh, Morford? Ungrateful.
Always ask, guys. If you don't know something, ask. We don't bite, I promise.
Ask what?
Ask questions.
Oh. Yeah, I don't think we've ever given someone shit for asking a question.
Merit does.
Chris would know.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. I told you that in secret.
Sorry. Oops.
You said what happens to Miami doesn't leave Miami.
This is true. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
We
Sorry.
doing more
Oh,
giveaways?
Robin.
Hey, yo.
Hey, Robin.
Whoa, what is oh hey oh pause.
What is going on?
It's getting close to the close after hours, you know?
Yo.
Let them have a little fun. Let them have a little fun.
NinjaTrader After Dark.
Let them have a little fun. Victimless crime.
Hey, yo.
Victimless crime.
KDR, because I'm busy. I have things that I do and that need to get done. And if I don't do them,
Like, don't
She
you
says she
look at the
grown,
charts for
grown.
23
Okay.
straight hours?
yeah,
Robin's still going.
Robin, enough.
No, that's not enough.
Chris is about to get scared.
It's not enough.
Yeah, that would have been a good sound clip right now, Damon.
They've got too many clips now.
And they're not paying attention.
And it's gone. They missed their chance. You're
And
looking
send
for
it
your
early.
hoodie.
If that's the case, you guys take your time. No rush, no rush.
Hey, talk dirty to me. Like 30 minutes later.
My favorite was still when you got stopped out and they played. I laugh every time I think about it. Stop out music for Chris. Is there an NT store where XY can just buy me a coin? What, like drop shipping? Commissary? Like you're in prison?
Guys, we're pushing back up.
Come on. What's your first target?
New highs, and I don't think we're getting it. So
No all-time highs?
did I stutter?
Oh, I just thought of this right now. Sorry, whoever was
Actually, no,
asking.
not new. No. New high of day.
Whoever was asking in the chat, I don't know if you're still here, but you asked if I take TPs at swings? The answer is I certainly try to. Depends how hard the market makes it for me, but I try to. Totally forgot. We were mid conversation about something else, but I just thought of it now. This has been a very interesting stream.
In what sense? I mean, it's always
I
interesting.
feel like
but
we've just been all over the place, man. We had trades. We started off trading. Some guy came in really angry out of nowhere. Then I
Called us
started
softies.
ranting about props and prop trading. Then we started doing giveaways.
Stop it.
And then we started talking about not including Salma in our plans.
that you
Salma
remember.
Salma got fake hoodie dreams, and production just crushed it in real time for all to see.
Jesus, why are they showing
That
up
was
over
crazy.
here?
NT needs a mascot. What would it be?
It's
if
me.
NinjaTrader had a mascot, what would it be?
It's me.
Almost stop it.
I'm tuned into every single stream.
Yeah, she is the closest thing. Yes, but
I like all of their tweets.
but like an actual mascot, like would it just
Pee
be like
pee poo poo.
an orange candle? That's a soundbite.
Yeah.
Why'd you even say that in the first place? What's the context here?
I think it might have been someone's name in the chat.
Ooh, a solid name.
Why am I not moving my stop? It's because I got to follow the rules. The rules say I cannot move my stop until we hit 4R. We're at 1R right now. I haven't even hit my 2R partial, so I can't. I have to be okay with letting the trade stop me out. It's a full systematic strategy.
It's entirely rule based.
What happens at 4 o'clock though? 4 p.m. Eastern time. Do you get out?
I close it wherever it's at.
I got you.
Why didn't I think of, yeah, a ninja. That would be the mascot. I cannot believe I missed that. Yes, a ninja. My brain is fried from trading too damn much.
Or a business duck?
Or a ninja, but it's packs inside. And it's just a ninja acting like packs. High energy.
Capiche?
A ninja saying capiche. In Ferragamos.
Sell that shit.
DI Friday with packs tomorrow, guys. Tune in. More giveaways.
Don't gotta tell me twice.
So I was gonna tune in and try to get that hoodie. Enter in all the wheel spins for that hoodie.
I may or may not have entered under different names.
Oh, so when
Maybe.
they announce one of your burners, you'll have to enter Chaz the burner. Be like, yes, I'm here. And then when you give your shipping details, the jig is up.
It's like Salma, hey, why are we shipping this to your house? I don't know.
I don't know. Just do it. What's with all the questions? If we get 1,000 more likes, Salma just gets hoodie, no wheel spin. Ooh. Yeah, we can get that.
Yeah, that's not happening.
That's a bit too high.
If we get 1,000 likes, I get Chris's number. Robin, go for it.
Hey,
Shoot your shot.
Look, if you can get this thing to 1,000 likes, I'll give it to you myself. I will personally give you Chris's number.
You gonna dox Chris for some likes?
Yeah, I'd do it for less.
Robin, I
Should have
need
said
an
1,000. You
ASL
could
or
have said
something.
600 and I would have did
And Merritt.
it.
Merritt might get jealous.
I try to target opposing swing points. A lot of times doesn't reach. Any suggestions? I just cover it. Yeah. I mean, all of my trades, yeah, you got to make sure you're getting paid more than your risk. And a lot of my trades before they are executed, I've already framed it. So to me, it doesn't have to be a very stringent take profit price. It's just, hey, look, the trade's working out. We're making money. Um, if I had a 10-point stop, we're already 30 points in, 40 points in. Yeah, it's totally fine. Right? Take some money off, stuff like that.
Maybe get a end of day push here, hopefully.
I'm gonna get out, so they'll give it to you. I'm kind of tired of holding this.
Yeah, I can't do anything.
Are you gonna hold into the algo?
Oh,
Do you
she just
close
closed it.
I
at the
close.
close? No, I'm talking to Chris. Do you close it at the close 1 p.m. our
Yeah,
time?
1 p.m.
1 p.m. real standard time?
Yep. The rules are wait for a stop or the R targets hit or end of day. No discretionary input.
XY was waiting for me to say something about that real time.
No, there's nothing to say. It's just
Yeah,
real
no,
standard time.
there's
There's no
nothing to
discussion.
say.
No discussion.
I don't have the brain power.
That's a good clip.
Chris only breaks the rules with me, Robin Sage says.
Whoa.
Not enough
Who-
likes. Not enough likes. He's not interested.
Who is this Robin person?
I'm like that friend, like if you approach a group of people and there's that one friend, like he's not interested.
Dude, I saw the funniest video for that, but I don't want to say it.
I know what you're talking about.
It's kind of insulting.
Kind of. I would say extremely.
Mhm.
Yeah, you let chat run a little wild sometimes, man. It's fun. It's a victimless crime. It's a victimless crime.
Yo, how'd you guys know?
Yeah, every time, as soon as you brought it up, I was like, everyone knows what you're talking about. Chris is not interested. 1,000 likes, he might be convinced. And there ain't much time left.
Wow, GC puking. Someone in the chat earlier mentioned GC short. If you're still in that, good
It's
stuff.
finally losing the node.
It is just wow.
Listen, Robin, you do you, okay? There's somebody out there for you.
Oh yes, it was
No,
Frank
Chris is fine
Tintin.
with it. Chris is fine with it. He doesn't discriminate. Anybody can get it. Why is Salma so much pretty?
I don't even know what that means.
She ain't talking to you unless you can get her a hoodie.
Why so pretty?
You got to get her a hoodie.
Are we not pretty?
Hey, that rhymes.
What's going on here?
That rhymes.
What?
Why so pretty? Gotta get her a hoodie.
Oh, it's a little rap god.
Production's funny as hell. All right, Robin, you gotta stop. It's getting out of hand here.
All right, Chris. Do we
Yeah.
just short gold tomorrow?
I
You trade gold at
don't-
all?
Not in this sort of structure. It just looks like a lot of chop. Just range bound.
If they leave this range, and by tomorrow we're trading like 46
yeah.
30s. I mean, we might just have to
What, prior week low, you think?
short gold. I don't know, just
That's too far.
under the swing, I think can get a good retracement.
Gold's been good during Asia.
Oh, I ain't doing that. Hell no.
Okay, I know you might not want to hear that, but it's true.
I believe it though. What about oil?
Yeah.
Does oil
Kind of,
move during Asia?
yeah, but like this past week I've kind of ditched everything and have been just trading gold. It's been working out
Cleveland or
nicely.
Detroit? Yeah, I think Cleveland. I mean, they're 3-2 now. Detroit is one of the most fraudulent one seeds I've seen in a long time, unfortunately. I was very bullish Detroit for a while during the regular season. I mean, that defense was intense, right? But Detroit basketball. Uh, yeah. It's probably Cleveland.
Wow, I wish I saw GC earlier. We could have made so much more money trading GC than sitting in this long trade. Looking at the 5 minute on GC. Hold on.
I
Watch
mean, it still
this.
looks kind of it's pretty grindy.
Nope. Look at the 5 minute. Where's this? Get rid of that. Give me the 5. Look at this. You have the straight move down, come back, retest the 90 MA, reject H, base at lows, retest 90 MA, reject all the way down. It was so clean. Frintintin, you should have said something. Should have been louder in the chat about GC. This thing looks like it can drop another 10 points. No, I'm sorry. 16 points or so. And sweep Tuesday's lows. Very clean though. Dark mode, that's a little bit weird.
I think it's totally fine as long as you hit the like button.
Is it wrong to show up just to hear Kane tell me it's algo time?
I think as long
It's
as
a
you're hitting
little
the like,
weird.
it's okay. As long as you're hitting the like, it's okay.
Dark mode is moving like Robin right now.
Nah, I don't think anyone moving like Robin right now. Robin's determined. Robin is full port max leveraged.
Oh, this 15-minute on Russell can push
I'm
from
on some weird
here.
shit. Robin is Merritt's burner.
Merritt, what you doing?
Exposed.
What you doing?
So like how often do you and Merritt speak, Chris?
We
Every
spoke
Tuesday.
last night. I mean,
Whoa,
yesterday
whoa.
during the day there was a lot of sunlight and
Because like he just left the
bright.
house
Whoa.
5 minutes ago. He just got his stuff and left. They got into a fight over Robin. He saw the chat, got really upset. Had to go cool off.
He actually texted at 4 a.m. saying got home safe. I'm like, okay, cool.
And then Chris
Bro,
said,
yo.
prove it. FaceTime me.
You know those got home safe texts?
Prove it. FaceTime me.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Poor Merritt's probably somewhere enjoying his lunch, enjoying his day right now. Or
His
over
wife
here.
is probably looking at him like, who the fuck is this guy?
Tracy, Mom, the meatloaf.
they send this here, I'm gonna be really upset.
Send it. Send it
This
so I can get
is
paid.
this looks really good for higher here. But I'll go time in 2 minutes. Good luck.
Yeah, I can't do that. Fib G's. I can't do 0.5 to 1 RR. Gosh, that sounds painful. Send it.
Oh, they're gonna.
No, they're gonna do the old stop me out first and then go up.
Robin says, Chris, hit me up. Wink, wink. Robin, did you like the stream? You can't leave unless you like the stream. We're almost at 400, guys.
Attention traders, it's algo time.
Good, Robin, good.
If you don't hit the likes, you hate puppies. It's
Like it
true.
up.
It's true.
Okay. Muted algo reaction so far. I mean, we're just chopping around for OPEX, not really doing much.
What's today's profile telling me? Same thing as earlier. Everyone's happily and firmly seated in the range, which is why it looks like this. And it doesn't look like the market wants to extend either way, unfortunately.
And
We did a little complaining about the day's profile earlier.
Oh, looks like it wants to stop me out. If
or
I can
snooze
stay
fest.
above my cost into the close, it'll be a good trade.
What's your average? 653?
What is that?
What's your average on your position?
Price?
Oh, yeah, 653.
Oh, you're chilling. Not even algo time can save us from this chop. Yep. Snooze fest into the close.
This tape has just been super negative since we got on stream. Literally. Kind of crazy.
Got a 700 guy sitting at 29 on ES. and a 500 guy at 42 on NQ. Is 500 considered a lot, XY?
500 like lots size?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. But
Okay.
we're talking about, post algo. So a lot of volume is going to come in.
Okay.
But
I just wanted to know on a regular, like.
Yeah, 500 is very, very considerable. Yeah.
Cool.
It should
Good
be
to
me
know.
and XY tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm not on Fridays. You guys will get a break from me.
Are Fridays then like short days for you?
No such thing.
No such thing.
Oh, it is
no.
a short day because there's no Globex.
Well,
You're not also on the computer at Globex, are you?
Don't answer that. You don't have to answer that. She's like,
never mind.
you don't have to answer that.
I plead the fifth.
Wait, no, yeah, you did tell me, I think in the beginning that you would like trade like at 3 or 4 in the morning, right? Something like that.
Yeah, but that was just like that month. That's not always.
You
So
know
it's just
that
an
that hour
outlier.
that the market's closed for maintenance, that's when she has to eat and sleep. She got to get it all done in that hour.
Yeah. That's when I go hit the gym. Yeah, Ben fishing. Gold has been fun lately. And it's been quick too, so you don't even need to sit there and, hold all night. Just get in, get out, a couple minutes, make your money. It's been good.
All right, 5 minutos here.
Yeah, Raging Cajun. I mean, I think if you stick around the streams, you'll actually learn a lot, especially since you've only been doing it for a few months. But you do have to give yourself the patience too. It's like drinking from a water hose.
Name every gym. The only gym I know is Jim Cagnina.
Oh,
Bring him in.
Well, you think your production? You just summon
Bring
him?
Jim in.
He's gonna summon him like that?
There you go. You see? I ask and I shall receive. What's up, Jim? How you
bring
doing?
him in.
He's not even
Salma,
ready. He's
you
like, wait,
get
hold on.
whatever you want.
Your hair is fine, Jim. You don't have to keep fixing it. It looks good.
Good job today, guys.
Thanks.
We haven't done much. Market's been sideways since you left.
Yeah. So no one's in his trade still, right?
I'm still in the original trade. It hasn't stopped me out or it hasn't gone anywhere.
So what's your strategy, man?
It closes at end of day if neither my TPs or stop gets hit.
Got it. Well, there we have it. One more day. Crazy week though. We had a lot of volatility this week. A lot of movement up to the upper right of the chart, just about every single day.
Yeah.
Crazy.
What a market.
So I said, I ask and I shall receive, but
Yeah.
no hoodie.
You met soap. Why'd you have to remind me?
So let's see. I'm going to go to the E-mini S&P. Point of control. We're right at it right now. That 7,500 level is still sitting there. 0 DTE call resistance. We kind of lost that in the rearview mirror during the USIB. Wonder if we're going to see that tomorrow. Do not know.
Only one way to find out, Jim.
That's right. Only one way to find out. While we're waiting for this thing to close, tomorrow is going to be a special day again, as usual. Capital Preservation Friday. I will actually be on a plane going to visit Stowe, so I will not be here. But the good news is Craig Shapiro will be here with Tracy Shuchart, aka Shy Girl, and Blake Morrow will be here as well. Now we have a special guest at 8:30. Craig Buick from the CME Group is going to join us as our special guest on Friday, so that'll be super fun. Craig will talk with Craig, so Craig squared tomorrow. Then the Mighty Packs as usual, Capital Preservation Friday, and then midday markets. XYZ and Christian are back tomorrow morning.
Wait, if you're not here, who's on with PAX?
Yeah.
Craig will be on with PAX.
Oh, cool.
It'll be fun.
Cool.
That will be fun to watch.
It will be unfiltered Friday for sure. So I'll be streaming from the airplane.
Oh, okay.
Then they're going to have a little overlap with Chris and XYZ. Lumi and Stowe then are going to jump on board. So all four of you guys will be together for a while. And then Lumi and Stowe will clean things up at the end. Round it out. And we're going to 1 o'clock tomorrow. Remember, everybody, we keep expanding these hours.
Oh, who's trading then after that? Oh, 1 o'clock Eastern.
Yeah, 1 o'clock
fake,
Eastern.
Fake time zone.
Friday. Yeah, we're done on Friday. Look at that. We closed right at.
All right. I can close my trade now.
Right at Jack's 1 at 25. Wow. Crazy.
Oh, thank God. Thank God the market is closed.
Yeah. Well, you guys, great job. Let's give these guys a round of applause, please.
Jim's face. Oh, God.
I was applauding the whole time, so it didn't matter. Any event, you three have terrific weekends. Hopefully it's very enjoyable for whatever you guys are doing. And I'm looking forward to talking to you again next week for sure. Everybody that is watching NinjaTrader Live, thank you so much for being part of this really awesome community. Folks in the chat, thank you for being super cool and helping each other out. That's one unique thing about this is everybody's really helpful to each other, and that's what we need to do. No one fights alone, as Pax would say. So thank you for that. Thank you for the subscriptions. Thank you for the thumbs up. And well, that's all I got, except for one very important message. Please be safe out there. Be good to each other. We'll see you tomorrow.
Bye, chat.
Bye, guys. Take care.